guys. I look crazy, I know. I'm about ready to take off my makeup and wash my face. I just wanted to start this vlog. It's gonna be a 24-hour reading vlog, so yay. Now I don't think we're doing the read-a-thon tonight. Oh, sorry, if y'all wanna know, I'm using this Kinvara Natural Skincare Absolute Cleansing Oil to take off my makeup. So I want to do a read-a-thon on my Thanksgiving break because I haven't read in a while. I thought I'd do a fun reading vlog, maybe like a read-a-thon. I don't know if it'll be a 24-hour read-a-thon because those take a lot of not sleeping. I really kind of want to catch up on some sleep while I'm on break because I'm a college student, don't really know what sleep is, and I'm on break, so I want to catch up on some sleep. I do want to do this read-a-thon too. I think I might call it a 24-hour read-a-thon because I think altogether I'll probably read about 24 hours. That's pretty much the introduction to this. I look crazy. I look like a raccoon. This stuff works really well though. And we actually got it for free on Amazon. So we have this lady who works for Amazon and you get free products. So that's really cool. I'm gonna take a makeup wipe and wipe it off. Makeup wipes I use, by the way, are the Aveeno Ultra Calming Makeup Removing Wipes. And I used to use like 3 before this cleansing oil, but now I just use 1. So, see, works perfect. That way I'm not like tugging on my skin too much. Yay! My brother, I swear to God, I don't know. It's his birthday today, my little brother. Logan. He is 19, which is crazy, so I guess he's not so little anymore, but he is 3 years younger than me, so he will always be my baby. And you know, 3 years isn't a ton, a big, huge age difference, but my brother also has autism, and his he's not 19 mentally. I'd say mentally he is maybe 12, and that's just the truth. Like, it's not a mean statement. What it is. He is not mentally 19, so I tend to baby him a little bit more, but I'm also hard on him at the same time because I'm his sister. And don't worry, I wash my face like in more. I really am weird about my face. Like, I'm really weird about it being like super clean. I don't like there to be even an inch or a dot of makeup on me after I take my makeup off. I am really, really weird about my skincare. I just want to really preserve my skin for as long as I can. I don't tan. I don't really spend a ton of time out in the sun, and if I do, I have sunscreen on. I have been trying to start a vlog for the longest time now, but this is the quietest I can, if you can hear outside. My house is super loud right now. I don't know what I'm gonna read. I have no idea. Like, Mama's gonna be doing it. Or she's gonna be trying. She's cooking Thanksgiving dinner, so.
I can listen and cook at the same time. When are we gonna start it? Tonight?
No. Do you want to?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah.
We can start it tonight. Yay, okay.
Gosh, I look so bad right now.
This is why you do a skincare routine. I'm just,
my skin.
I'm so kidding.
That was so
joking. You just said you look so like bad, and so I was just.
Well, it's my hair.
I was just playing, Mama. I was playing. She has good skin. This woman is almost 50. Well, nobody believes that. Horrible. Nobody believes that she's almost 50. I don't know why. She used to be pale like me, but lately she's got this like tan that she doesn't get from the sun. It's called the TV rays. Her foundation is so much darker than mine. I'm like, bitch, how is this possible?
It's just called old age in our family. You get red. That's just what it is.
Maybe I won't because my skincare is expensive too, and I'm still
I don't
trying.
think it has anything to do with it. I really don't.
No, that's not true, Mama. Do you know how much? Don't influence my audience not to wash their face properly. Considering you would fall asleep with makeup on every night of your life.
Yep.
Don't do that, ladies and gents.
Ladies and gents.
Please don't do that.
Ladies and gents.
Ladies and gents, don't do that for real. Say happy birthday to Logan. He's right here.
Hello.
He's got his freaking Hulk gear on.
Oh yeah, and I look dope.
God dang it, Logan. How do you have to be such a loser all the time?
Because I'm me, and you know this by now.
Yes, I do.
What's
really
up,
unfortunate.
everyone?
Stop. I told them that I was going to try to read for 24 hours. So, like, not in a 24-hour time period, but if we want to extend it into Thursday,
We can.
so that way we don't have to be up 24 hours,
Yeah.
we can do that. Oh, I'm using the Tatcha Deep Cleanse, by the way. Doing a whole skincare routine in the beginning of this vlog. Oh, this is the Jabal Spin Brush, too. I've done skincare, I think, on here before. See, I hate when makeup is still on me, so I have to get it off. After this, I'm going to moisturize. And if you want to know the rest of the routine, look at how nasty that is, you guys. I don't think you can even see it. There is so much dirt and makeup on this brush. I'm going to go here in a second. Going to finish moisturizing and then figure out what I'm going to read. So, I'm going to go. And I'm going to dry my face off. Do the rest of my routine. Pick out my books. And then get back to y'all. So, bye-bye. Hello.
Hello.
We're gonna draw now. That's how we've decided we're gonna do the TBR for the Read-a-Thon. But she wants to just read nothing but romance books, so I took all of the ones out but the pink ones. I think we're just gonna draw. I'll probably draw about 4 to choose from. We'll just let her draw. And then whenever you feel you're done, you'll be done. So she has not liked any of the books that she's drawn. So she is gonna definitely possibly read this. Which you'll like. I really want you to try to read this. And it's short, so you'll get through it. I'm going to try to sit here and recommend her some good books. I love this
I read that, though.
book. No,
Read the
you
back.
read this. An ambitious intern, a perfectionist executive, and a whole lot of name-calling. Whip-smart, hardworking, and on her way to an MBA, which is a business degree.
I know what that is.
Chloe Mills has only one problem, her boss, Bennett Ryan. He's exacting, blunt, inconsiderate, and completely irresistible, a beautiful bastard. Bennett, I laughed so much reading this. Now they fuck like mad sometimes, but the chemistry is amazing. You will love this. You will love this. I have never laughed so much in a book in my life. Christina Lauren, they are so funny. Bennett has returned to Chicago from France to take a vital role in his family's massive media business. He never expected that the assistant who'd been helping him from abroad was the gorgeous, innocently provocative, completely infuriating creature he now has to see every day. Despite the rumors, he's never been one for a workplace hookup, but Chloe's so tempting he's willing to bend the rules or outright smash them if it means he can have her all over the office. As their appetites for each other increase to the breaking point, Bennett and Chloe must decide exactly what they're willing to lose in order to win. This book is so good.
I think I've read this one.
You didn't read this one and you haven't. Oh, this one is so good. Oh my God, wait. Okay, let me read the back of this one.
I'm not reading these.
Okay, let me read the back of this one too. This is called Sweet Filthy Boy. The title is trash. I'm so sorry. I don't know why they did that. This says one night stands are supposed to be convenient. This is the most romantic. I swooned so hard while reading this. I wanted to marry this guy. He is so perfect. One night stands are supposed to be convenient, forgettable, regrettable, even. They aren't supposed to be with someone like him. But when 3 besties hook up with 3 hotties, oh my God, I hate that. During a rowdy Vegas graduation weekend, one knot isn't nearly enough. What happens in Vegas ends up in Paris. Mia Holland isn't usually one for a fling, but after a sweet, filthy knot with her charming Frenchman, Ansel, she makes the wildest decision of her life, terrified of the boring but practical path ahead of her. Mia rolls the dice and follows Ansel to France for the summer to just play. Playing house, playing lovers. Mia's whole life feels like pretend until she dresses up and pulls Ansel into a provocative masquerade that finally feels real. Real conversations, real emotions, really, really hot sex. For real. And it's not nasty though. It's good
See, I don't
sex.
like it when it's nasty.
It's not nasty.
That's
it
what
is
bothers
good.
me.
It's so sweet. And you liked, see, you were nervous to read this one because of the sex and you really liked it.
Our boobs were just nothing but in the shop just now.
Ooh, sorry. I'm wearing my NSCS shirt, my honors society in college, and I just shook my tits. So no, but this one is so good. So if you're gonna read, I suggest reading these 2 for sure.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pick now. I don't know what I'm in the mood to read, to be honest.
Well, I'm in the mood for romance. I watched High School Musical the other day, all 3 of them in one night. cried like a baby.
You cried
I
again?
cry all the time in those movies.
Oh my gosh.
Not the first one, but the second one and the third one I cry every
Why
time.
do you cry in the second one? Because they break up?
Because they break up.
Oh.
That song is just heart-wrenching.
I've got to move on and be who I am. I just
Lindsay.
don't.
He found your pillow in your closet.
Oh my god, wait, you guys. Sorry, there's a bra. My dog is in my closet. He found my pillow, my travel neck pillow for when I go on planes, and he is literally sleeping in it. We see his tail, okay, like that. And he is literally asleep.
He's crying a while ago because he couldn't get to these pillows.
Oh my god. He is such a sweetheart. I love him so much. Oh my gosh, I love him. Oh, he breaks my heart. Okay, so for me, I don't know what I want to read. I am having trouble with that at the moment. I don't know if I want to read romance because I feel like I could be in a romantic mood, but I'm also not because I just had a bad boy situation. So I kind of just really, I would rather, I think, watch people get murdered. I might read Dig by A.S. King. I've heard this is super weird. Maybe I'll read this. So this is possibly a maybe. So another book that I've wanted to read for a while is Lock Every Door by Riley Sager. I have read every single one of his books, but I have not read this one. And people I have found do not like this book, but Kayla from Books and Lala loved this book. Our reading tastes are very similar, but there have been times where she's loved a book and I have absolutely hated the book. And there's also been times where she's hated a book that I absolutely love. So it happens, but it doesn't happen very often. I feel like I sound like a stalker every time I talk about her, but I mean, I'm sorry. Possibly maybe this one. Then let's see if there's anything else. Ooh, I could read Radio Silence. Alice Osman, Mama has read this one, and I've heard really great things about this. Maybe I'll read this one. A nice contemporary, because I have not read a fluffy, this is not fluffy, I will say, it's not fluffy, but it's a contemporary nonetheless, and I just haven't really read a contemporary in a while. Ooh, and another book, this read-a-thon might be me trying to catch up on books that I desperately need to read. Some other books that I've been really wanting to read is Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell. I have wanted to read this for quite some time and just haven't gotten around to it. It's a thriller. I actually read Watching You by Lisa Jewell before I read this. And Watching You was good. I gave it a 4. But it's not very memorable. And that's a lot of issue I have with thrillers, is that they all kind of clump together to me. They aren't exactly the most memorable things to read about. So I have issues with that. And they all just kind of clump together. There is a selective few thrillers like Behind Her Eyes, Unforgettable, Gone Girl, Unforgettable, Sharp Objects, Unforgettable. There's a few that stick out that are just so stuck in my head, and I know exactly what happens from start to finish, but that doesn't happen very often. But this might be a possibility. I also have Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. The universe has been wanting me to read this for such a long time. I draw it almost every TBR month. And by the way, my TBR videos are not gone. I'm just waiting to do it until the beginning of the year. I'm hoping I have a better reading year next year. This year has sucked ass. I have done horrible at reading this year, but school, and I'm still going to be doing school next year, so it might not get better, but I'm still reading. It's not like I've given up on it completely, but I need to get better at it. So, and I'm going to pick out a fantasy too. And I have The Wife Between Us. I've been wanting to read this for a really long time and I haven't gotten around to it. So, ooh, you know, I could read Serpent and Dove. I've heard good things about this. I've heard it's just a really enjoyable fantasy with some romance in it. So it's really big though. It's a thick book. It's almost 400 pages. Or actually, no, I'm sorry. It's 500 pages. But I'm going to go ahead and stop this and figure out what I'm going to read. And then I will just update you guys later. So, bye-bye. Bye. Good morning. It is Wednesday now. And I am in my bed. And I'm going to tell y'all what I decided to start reading last night. It took me so long to figure out what book I was going to read. I sat and read like at least 18 different books probably. I finally landed on Lock Every Door by Riley Sager. So far I really like it. It's already pretty fast paced. I'm on page 62 and this book is how many pages long? This is 368 pages. So almost 400. That's a lot. It's a big book. My mom has already finished a book. So I'm vlogging. She finished a book last night.
Yes, I loved
'cause
it. It was so good.
She read Beautiful Bastards and you gave it a 5.
Yes, you know me. I either love it or I hate it.
Yeah, Mama only ever really gives books a 1 or a 5. I've never seen her really, well, sometimes she does.
Every now and then I'll
But
do it,
I am so meticulous. I'm like 3.78 and I'm just like so annoying with that. Now she's reading Sweet Filthy Boy. I hate saying that title. That is, I really don't fuck with Christina Lauren for naming her book that. Like, what, their book, like what the fuck is that? I had a really hard time figuring out what I wanted to read last night. My mom, I had such a hard time figuring out what I was gonna read last night. It took me so long, and my mom, like, meanwhile finished a whole ass book, and I'm 62 pages into the book I was reading.
But
to be fair,
I'm in the mood for love, or everything has to be sweet and make me feel happy. The scary books, I'm not crazy about.
I love scary books. See, I cannot.
When I read, I want to feel happy.
Do you know how hard last night I tried not to read a thriller? I tried so hard. I was like, no, I want to read either a contemporary or a fantasy. And I am so drawn to them right now, so I'm not going to fight it. Like, if that's what I want to read, that's what I want to read.
Yeah, well, contemporaries, well, not all of them.
Thrillers are contemporaries.
But
Contemporary, like, yeah, not all of them are happy.
yeah.
Like,
happy this week.
yeah. Not to put a damper on anything, but her mom, my grandma, died on Thanksgiving a few years ago. So this is not a fun time for us. We try to make it fun. She cooks to distract herself. I know why she gets so excited to cook. She doesn't have to think about it. She was so eager to do this read-a-thon to think about something else. So, because Mama is the type of person, even though she has forced my feelings and thoughts out of me since I was an infant, she does not do that. And I try really hard.
Not even been to therapy.
Talk about hypocrisy. Like, has no respect for boundaries. If I don't want to talk about something, she makes me. So, you know, but with her, if I start talking to her about something, she'll either press play on her book or she'll press play on her TV shows and just like, you know, bitch, I don't want to talk about it. So suppression, that's why she has outbursts every now and then. If you don't let it out, you're gonna explode. We just wanted to update though. I'm gonna start reading. I have to help clean, but I do want to read for just a little bit because I hardly got anything done. Because I don't focus.
That's crazy.
I can't focus.
Well,
I don't
it
say
took
it's
me,
crazy
I had
for
to start
you.
that book over last night like 5 times.
Well, people kept interrupting, people meaning my brother. He has some serious issues. He is still asleep. He went to bed before us.
He went to bed at like 11. It was 12:30.
Oh.
Because I was mad because I didn't wish him a happy birthday at 12.
Yeah, he went to bed at like 12:30. I went to bed at 6 because she had some issues last night. She slept walked and slept talked. So I was up.
Let's eat at 8 during my sleep. Don't
Yes.
remember it.
Ate cake in her sleep. You know, it is what it. I was in there, but it was 6 a.m. and that is when she decided to quit elbowing me in the face and sitting up and telling me about her weird dreams, scaring the hell out of me. But no, it was fine. She's so funny.
About the Jersey Shore this morning, and I think it was Benny joined a gang and moved across the street, and there was getting ready to be gunfire when I woke up.
Oh my God.
I haven't watched Jersey Shore in
I haven't either. In forever. I haven't even watched their new show, Jersey Shore Family Vacation. I don't know. I just haven't.
Me too. We like the Jersey
I know. Oh my God.
That was the only TV trash that I approved of you
I
watching
know.
when you were younger.
No, you didn't let me watch it when I was younger.
But
You didn't start
I
letting me
did.
watch it till I was in high school,
Yeah.
which is embarrassing.
Well, you were already starting to fight people, wanting to fight people because of the darn wrestling shows.
Bad Girls Club. Daddy would watch
I was
Bad
so
Girls
mad
Club
when
because
he
of the
did that.
fights. I know. Daddy liked watching the fights on Bad Girls Club. He'd fast forward through the commentary, but he liked watching them fight. He thought it was hilarious because it was funny, and what they would say to each other during their fights was funny. It's not some pervy thing, my dad watching women fight. Like, don't worry. It's not pervy. He's not like that.
He wanted to teach you to fight. So
Yes.
You watch it.
He wanted to teach me how to fight, but pulling people's hair is not fighting. So you punch. When I've always fought, I punch. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and continue reading. She's going to continue listening, cooking. We'll keep you updated on the progress of dinner. My dad is very excited about this because he sat straight up in his bed last night and asked if it was Thanksgiving. So I will update y'all. We will update y'all later. Bye-bye. Say bye.
Bye.
Hey, y'all.
Hello.
So it's a little while later. I have read 0 things today, pretty much.
I kept her busy.
No, you haven't. My dad and my brother kept me busy. They are so annoying. She's been cooking Thanksgiving dinner, and if I could concentrate on an audiobook, I would gladly read or listen to it, but I can't. I try.
I'm almost halfway into my second
book. But we're gonna make this a few days.
Yeah.
It's gonna, because I would like to really read a lot this break, because I haven't read hardly anything, and I do have to read a school book. I have to read Persuasion by Jane Austen, but I love Jane Austen, so that won't be a problem. It's for extra credit in my English lit class, but I wanted to tell y'all about our books, what we think of them.
I like mine.
Really? I told you, isn't he the sweetest?
He is so sweet.
Oh my God.
Yes. I really
love
like him a lot.
Ansel. He is just so fucking sweet.
I hate her dad though.
Oh yeah, he's a cunt. He's horrible. I hate him. There's somebody else I don't like in that book, and I can't remember who it is.
Well, I'll let you talk about your book.
But I'm really excited that she likes it, because
Yes,
the books
I do.
that she's read so far are some of my favorite books of all time, and I've wanted her to read Beautiful Bastards for so long, but I think she thought it was going to be like 50 Shades, even though I told her that it's not like 50 Shades.
Scarred me for life.
I know, she is so not into that BDSM stuff, which I'm not sexually active. I don't know what I like, but I'm positive I don't want to be whipped with a fucking belt. Maybe a flogger, but like not a belt.
I love the storyline, but I cannot handle.
I don't like the storyline anymore. After I've read it a couple times, it's hard to read just because of how he treats her. It's fucked up.
So far today, I've made a pumpkin pie, an apple pie, a butterscotch pie. Getting ready to make a loaf of bread and some rolls.
She's on it. She is fucking Martha Stewart on crack.
Last night, I peeled my potatoes, my sweet potatoes, got my turnip greens made, dressing, and
Is the turkey marinated?
And the turkey's marinating.
So tomorrow we'll feast.
For the next 4 days.
Yeah.
3 to 4 days.
Seriously.
That's why I make so much, because it's just 4 of us.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta make macaroni and cheese.
Yes.
Alright. I love you.
I love you. I am, as you know, reading Lock Every Door by Riley Sager. It took me forever to pick this book. I am 70 pages through. I have not read a ton today. Like I said, my dad and my brother kind of bombarded me with some things, and I had to take care of it. So yeah, but I really am liking this so far, and I don't think I told y'all what it was about earlier. This book is about, here, let me get the dust jacket. This is the dust jacket. Lock Every Door. I'll just hold this up, it's easier. So this is basically about a woman named Jules. She gets offered this really crazy job, like a temporary job, where she gets to apartment sit for one of the most famous apartment complexes or penthouse type of things in the country, in the world. It's called the Bartholomew. It's basically an Upper East Side Manhattan. It is like multi-million-dollar homes, but it's like a penthouse type of situation. They're just really nice, luxurious apartments. She gets to house sit for 3 months, and literally she just has to house sit. She stays the night there. She gets paid for 3 months staying there $12,000. So she gets paid $1,000 a week in cash. She thinks that it's crazy cool, but there's conditions, like because there's celebrities there. The boss said that she could not have visitors. She can't bother the residents. She just can't do all of these certain things. She is in a kind of desperate financial situation. She's had some pretty fucked up things happen to her in her life. She had a sister that went missing when she was younger, and then both of her parents are dead. So she's alone, and she had a boyfriend, but he cheated on her. So yeah, and she lost her job all in the same day. Like, she lost her job, she came home, her boyfriend was fucking one of his classmates, and she had to move out because the apartment was in his name, and she was living with her best friend. So she's desperate. That's why she takes this job, because it's very sketchy, and her friend Chloe is telling her how sketchy it is. She's like, don't do this. It is so fucked up and sketchy and weird, and she's just heard all of these weird things about the, like, building. So Chloe's just urging her not to do it, which I would be too. I would never take a job like that. It's just too easy. It's too convenient. And the fact that they want to pay her cash, like, I get that the taxes thing is nice. She doesn't have to worry about paying back the government anything, but it's so shady. Like, it's so shady. She shouldn't have done it. She didn't sign any, like, tax forms. She didn't have to do any sort. It was just too easy, too good to be true, and it turns out it is, because there's some very weird shit that starts happening. Now, I'm only 70 pages in, and I don't read the inside tab. All I know from what I'm telling you is just stuff that I've read so far about the plot that's not spoilery or anything like that. I don't like reading the tabs because I feel like sometimes in the tabs, it'll spoil stuff for you. I remember once when I read a book, I didn't read the tab before. So I did not get spoiled, luckily, but I didn't read the tab before and I read it. And then I read the tab after I was finished reading it, and there was like 3 spoilers in the tab. And when I say spoilers, I mean like not the main plot twists, but the things that they said in the tab didn't happen until like 100 or so pages into the thriller. And I'm sitting here like, when I figured that out, I was so shocked, and it was so thrilling, and that was part of why the experience was so good. If I would have read the tab beforehand, I wouldn't have been as surprised by it. So I don't like reading the tabs of thrillers, especially. I think they can be spoilery, and sometimes I feel like they can be very misleading. Like Stalking Jack the Ripper, I love that series so much, and I'm positive I did not read the tab beforehand. I heard about it, but I didn't read the tab, and that's a very misleading title. It's a very misleading synopsis. So people have been disappointed after they have read it because they read the synopsis and they thought it was going to be something else. And I get that. So I don't like reading synopses. I try my best not to. Sometimes I do just because I want to, and I get something that comes over me. But for the most part, I don't like doing it. So far, I really like this, but I have found that I really like Riley Sager's books in general.
Can I toss the lasagna?
I really, really like Riley Sager's writing, and I like his books. The first book I read, this was back in the summer, was Final Girls. This I give a 4. I don't really have a strong memory of this book. I know what it's about, like, you know, I'm not going to get into it. You can go watch the vlog if you want to, because I don't want to make this too long. I gave this a 4. It was good. It was his debut. It was good. Like, it really was good. And Stephen King said, if you like Gone Girl, you'll like this. I don't get that. I don't understand that at all, why Stephen King can... if you like this book, you'll like this book. I would not compare those two. I would not ever say that sentence. So I don't know what he was talking about there. I'm sure he's brilliant. I'm sure he's got his reasons, but I did not see that at all. So yeah, I have yet to see if you like Gone Girl, you'll like this similarity in my head. I have never ever read a book like Gone Girl, or that has a similar vibe to Gone Girls. But then the next book I read was The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager. This I think I read in September or the beginning of October, I can't remember, but I really love this. I gave this a 5. It was so good. It was so enjoyable, and I thought it was going to be overhyped, and I thought I wouldn't like it. It was so great. I loved it so much. So yeah, I love this book. This is one of my favorite thrillers. It really stands out to me. I remember things. It's not my top 10, but it's one of the thrillers that just absolutely just popped to me. So yeah, I really, really liked it. So yeah, this one is my 3rd Riley Sager book. He came out with it this year, and so far I like it, but I have heard very polarizing things about this. A lot of people actually don't like it. I have only seen maybe 1 or 2 people in the reviews that actually like this, and I don't read in depth. I just see the ratings. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this. I love polarizing books because I love to see what side I'm on, but even if this book is bad, I will still read more of his books, because if he only has written so far one bad book, that I just, and it's not a bad book, even if I don't like the ending or the outcome, the writing is fantastic. I love the pace that he sets. I love how he sets up his chapters. I love his writing style. There's such fluidity in it, and he keeps the pace going without it being boring, which is perfect. So I love this author. I think that I will read him as long as he puts books out. And yeah, so he's great. I really strongly recommend everybody read this author. I think he's just fantastic. So I'm gonna continue reading this. I really want to sit down and get a solid chunk read. I'd like to finish this today, so that way I can start in on another one. I would like to read multiple books this break. I need to. I miss reading. When winter break comes, I am going to go crazy. I'm gonna read all the books. I would like to in January. I have 2 weeks off in January before I go back to school. I just want to read as much as I can in the beginning, so that way I have a good head start, because I just miss reading, you guys. I miss it. I miss vlogging. I miss editing and doing YouTube, and I miss my books and that feeling I get when I finish a book, like a pleasure book, not a school book. But I'm gonna go ahead and continue reading, and I will just see y'all later. Bye. Hey y'all, I'm back again. I just got a package though, and I wanted to show you. Sorry, I'm covering up my address, from Barnes & Noble. I'm gonna open it. I know what it is, but I am so excited for it. I have been anticipating this release forever, and I am so happy it's here, and this might be something I am reading after this book. The Toll by Neil Shusterman. I have been waiting for this to come out for such a long time. It's very thick, and I might very well be reading this weekend. Wow. Oh, I am so excited. It is a total of 625 pages, so this is a beast. But I am so happy that it's here. I have been waiting for this since I finished Thunderhead over a year ago. I thought that the next one would come out in the beginning of this year. I thought it was going to be coming out January of 2019, because Thunderhead came out January of 2018. Soth came out January of 2017, so I thought it was going to be like that, but obviously Neil Shusterman had a little bit more to write. But I am so excited for this. I want to see what it looks like without the dust jacket. It just looks like this. Oh, that's kind of cool. It has a little design on it, but yeah, that's what it looks like. So I will probably be reading this weekend, and I can review it for you guys. Oh my god, I love the smell of new books. I don't know why they haven't made a candle of smelling books. So I will just update y'all later. Bye. Hey y'all. So it is actually Thursday evening. It's Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's been had, dinner's been eaten. Actually, it's like approaching midnight, so it's actually almost Friday. So yeah, have not vlogged at all today, but something I did do was I finished Lock Every Door by Riley Sager, I don't know. This book is so fucking great. I loved this so much. This is now my favorite book written by him. I thought it was going to be Final Girls. The Last Time I Lied, I thought that would still be in first place, but it's not. This book was amazing, and I went in with very low expectations, because I thought that it wouldn't be good, because all of the booktubers that I follow, except Kayla from Books and Lala, did not like this book or thought it was mediocre. And I respect everybody's opinion. Everybody has different perspectives. That's what makes booktube so interesting and amazing, is how everybody has a different opinion. But I don't see how anybody can not like this book. Like, this book was so good. It keeps you interested from the first page. It is so intense and intriguing, and the ending was amazing. And you get reveals throughout the entire thing. Like, it's not just one big grand reveal at the end, which there is that, but it's just little reveals throughout the way. And also, something I absolutely loved about this book was the fact that it's unlike any thriller I've ever read before. It's the ending, the twist. I have never read a book like this ever, and I like that. Considering I've read so many thrillers in the past year, a lot of them start to seem like the exact same thing. But this sticks out to me, kind of like Behind Her Eyes. Behind Her Eyes really stuck out to me. It is a thriller that I think about almost constantly, and this will be another one. It was really, really good, and I highly recommend people read this. Even though apparently not everybody likes it, I think it's great, and I strongly, strongly recommend it. I obviously gave it a 5 stars. The only thing that remotely bothered me was the fact that I felt that the main character was very ignorant. I mean, she's not. She's smart, but she was stupid too. Like, she absolutely would make me so angry. Obviously, this place that she's in, the Bartholomew, the apartment building, is not a safe place. She has been warned since before she moved in there not to. And she always says, the main character, Jules, she's always like, I don't have a choice, I don't have a choice. Because she doesn't have a family and she doesn't have any money, but she did have a choice. She had a friend, her best friend Chloe, who was giving her a place to stay, who was willing to lend her money. She had another choice. There was other people that were living in the Bartholomew who genuinely, like, they had nothing. It was just, I don't know. And there was also just certain things she'd do during, like, all the grand scheme of things that were so stupid. Like, in the final parts, she finally seemed to get a brain. She would drive me crazy. I'd be like, why are you living there? Leave. Like, get the fuck out. Like, if everybody's telling you to leave, leave. And if you have another option, take that option. Like, she would drive me crazy. And none of this is spoilery, I feel, because, like, it's in the synopsis. Like, I read the synopsis, by the way, because after I read the thriller, I read the synopsis. And yes, in my opinion, there are spoilers in the synopsis. When I read it, there were spoilers in the synopsis. Spoilers that if I would have read the synopsis before the book, I wouldn't have been surprised by one very particular important event in the book. But it's in the synopsis, and I'm like, why did you put that in the synopsis? That's a reveal, like, or it was to me. So this was great. I'm gonna pick another book to read. This vlog is going to be over an hour long. I swear, I'm so sorry, but I'm still in the mood to read something. I don't know what that is going to be. Oh yeah, I have The Toll. I could read that, but I don't know if I want to. I wanted to yesterday, but now I want to read another thriller. For right now, for some reason, I'm getting this desire to read Tunnel of Bones by Victoria Schwab, which is her second book in the City of Ghost series. I don't know why. Probably because it's small, it's middle grade, it'll be quick. So I'll let you know if that's the book that I pick up. And then I'll just start a whole other vlog on The Toll, because that's just a whole other, that's a big book. And I kind of don't want to really read a really big book right now. I want to read a smaller one. I have this idea for a vlog that I want to do. I just got out my old books from my childhood, and I saw that I knew that I had this, but all of the Ginny B. Jones books are in my possession because I was obsessed with Ginny B. Jones when I was in kindergarten, and I read all of her books. I started reading them in preschool, and then I was just reading them while they kept getting published. So I love Ginny B. Jones, and I thought it would be so funny if I read all of those books in one day, because they're so tiny, and I could. So I've thought about doing that for a vlog, which might be so stupid and boring, and just don't mind me. That's it. I'm gonna quit talking now. I will just update y'all later. Bye. Hey y'all.
Hello.
It is weeks later since we did that read-a-thon. I am editing it tonight and realized that we did not film an outro to that. So that's a mistake, and I'm going to be vlogging a ton. I'm finally on my winter break, so yay, I'm off 5 weeks. And I will get to read, and I'm so excited. But let's do the wrap-up real quick. We're both tired. We want to go to bed. So, Mama kicked my ass per usual. So this is what she read. Bastard. What did you rate it?
I think I rated this one a 5.
Of course you did. If you didn't, I'll be very
Either
upset.
I like it or I hate it. Sweet Filthy Boy. I like this one. This one was a 5.
These are all Christina Lauren. By
Dirty Rowdy Thing. I think I rated this a 4.
But she read 4 books.
Yeah.
So she kicked
Very
my fucking ass. Yes. She did amazing.
And now I'm reading Crazy Rich Asians.
Yes, that's what she's reading now.
And I'm also reading the second one to City of Bones.
Tunnel of Bones.
Yes,
it's City of Ghosts, and then this is Tunnel of Bones, what you're reading.
So I've got both of those
I'm reading that too.
So.
Tunnel of Ghosts. Or Tunnel of Bones. Okay,
Good night.
she's exhausted.
I haven't slept in like 2 days.
So yeah, but we're going to be vlogging too, so she can tell you what the book she's reading now. We'll vlog all this break. So the book that I read this whole read-a-thon, which was just one, and it was because I was also studying for finals during Thanksgiving break and writing papers and finishing projects, so I didn't have a ton of time to do a lot of things, but I was able to finish one book, which was Lock Every Door by Riley Sager. I gave this a 5. This was so good. I just loved the story. I thought it was so different. Like, I have not read a thriller like this, which is something that I love. When I pick up a thriller and I'm like, I've honestly not read something like this before or watched anything like this before, it was just absolutely so entertaining to me. For me, I think I like this better than The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager, because I've officially read all 3 of the books that he has published under this name anyways. I don't know if he has another name as an author, but I've read all the books that he's published under this name. This one I think is my favorite, and then The Last Time I Lied, which is a very, very close second. Like, I think they're honestly tied for the most part, because I really liked The Last Time I Lied as well. I loved that book. I mean, all of his books are absolutely fantastic. The writing style is amazing and beautiful, and I just love it so much. And this whole story, though, with the woman who decides to take a job apartment sitting because she's really, really down on her luck, and she's just poor and she's broke, and then she decides to take this job that pays her like literally $12,000 to watch an apartment for 3 months. Like, that's crazy. It was honestly just so good. Like, and Riley Sager is so good at atmospheric things. Like, we're in this apartment complex in New York, and it's so spooky but also beautiful at the same time, and just it's kind of like a gothic horror novel. There were times where I was so afraid, but there was other times where I was also just like a contemporary novel sometimes, just looking into her life and what she was going through. I like the mixture of both, and I actually really got to get attached to the main character. I loved her. She was amazing. Like, Jules was just such a good, complex, flawed, but really, really sweet female lead, and I just loved her. I loved the other characters in this. I loved the villains in this. It was all just really, really good, and I just love this book. So, but that is the end of this vlog. It has been a long vlog. You guys are probably gonna have to get out your popcorn and some tea or some hot chocolate, whatever, to watch this vlog, because she's a long one. Like, she's probably like a good 45 minutes, maybe even longer than that, I don't know. But I will be vlogging more during this break. I have a lot of books that I want to read, and I have a lot of end of the year books that I need to film, like the worst books of 2019, the best books, the most disappointing books, the most surprising books of 2019. All of those I have to film, and I would like to film some challenge videos as well, reading all of like one of my favorite booktubers' favorite books, and seeing like if we have similar taste, so those kinds of things, and I really, really want to do that. So I will update y'all, or no, I won't. This is the end. I will just see y'all in another vlog, and yeah, have a wonderful day, I guess. So yeah, bye-bye.